So it's been about 4 months since the reveal of Pokemon Legends ZA, the next brand new main series Pokemon game, which is going to be coming out for the Nintendo Switch next year in 2025, and this game was shown to us for the first time through a teaser video that was uploaded during the Pokemon Presents that we got for Pokemon Day back in February of this year. And ever since this teaser video, there still hasn't been any type of new update or brand new information yet officially from the Pokemon Company about Pokemon Legends ZA, so a lot of people are still kind of just anticipating when we're actually going to get to see what this game looks like with the gameplay and what it's actually going to look like on the Nintendo Switch. But today we've got some potential really interesting information that's going around in terms of rumors and potential leaks about exactly what's going on with Pokemon Legends ZA, when it could be coming out, and potentially even what the Pokemon Company's plans are for future Pokemon releases. Now this potential information actually makes me really happy because it seems like the Pokemon Company might really be listening to what the Pokemon fans have been asking for like the last couple of years as for how they should go about developing brand new Pokemon games and what they should do. Now real quick before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Mecha Japan. Mecha Japan is an online store that sells tons of Japanese products. From your favorite Japanese video games, anime, manga, and more, Mecha Japan has thousands of products from figures, toys, and plushies, and you're sure to find something that you really want. On this channel, I talk a lot about Nintendo stuff, and you can find many cool Nintendo products there from stuff like Pokemon, Zelda, and more, but Mecha Japan was kind enough to send me a figure of one of my favorite characters, Tifa Lockhart, from one of my favorite games ever, Final Fantasy VII. She looks gorgeous in her purple dress, and the figure has some very nice, high-quality details. If you want to get something cool for yourself, Mecha Japan is having a special offer for viewers of the channel where if you click the link below from the description, for the next 2 weeks after this video gets uploaded, you can use the code Aero5 and get $5 off any order that's above $80. So definitely take advantage of this special deal and get yourself something cool, and thank you so much again to Mecha Japan for sponsoring the video. Alright, so in terms of brand new information about Pokemon Legends ZA, we still haven't gotten anything official yet from the Pokemon Company. However, it seems like we might be getting some new information, and it could be just around the corner, because usually around the month of August, we get a second Pokemon Presents. Now this has happened for like the last few years, so I'd be very surprised if they decide to not do that this year, and I feel like especially with how the Pokemon World Championships are always happening in August, it really kind of makes sense to line everything up and then have a Pokemon Presents around there, so I feel like that's probably going to happen this year as well. I'd be very surprised if they don't have that, and this is probably where we're going to see our first like real glimpse at what Pokemon Legends ZA is going to look like. So that's pretty much my prediction right here. That's not like a leak or a rumor or anything, but just basically going off of what we've seen with Pokemon Presents in the past and everything. I think it's a very fair kind of guess to think that we're probably going to get something in terms of new information about this game and really get to see what it looks like in the month of August. But here is where it gets really interesting, because coming from the credible leaker Riddler Koo, who's gotten numerous things about Pokemon games correct in the past, including stuff for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and also the DLC, it seems like Riddler Koo has kind of been teasing or alluding to when exactly these Pokemon projects that are upcoming are going to be releasing. And we've got Central Leaks here who's basically compiled the information in a post, and we can see right here in their tweet, it says, "New leaks via old leaker K. Pokemon Legends ZA won't be out in early 2025. There is still plenty of time to go. Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket is their big game for this year, and Gen 10 is coming in 2026 for the 30th anniversary of the Pokemon franchise." Now, I'm just going to be real with you guys. If this is true, this is definitely the best timeline to be in right now to be a Pokemon fan, because it confirms that there isn't going to be any type of new main series Pokemon game this year in 2024, and that Game Freak would be taking a gap year to really kind of focus on their projects and new upcoming games. And that is something that Pokemon fans have been asking for like the last couple of years, for Game Freak to just take more time when developing these games, as in the past they used to do that, where we used to have years like 2015 where everybody thought that there was going to be like a Pokemon Z or something, but we just didn't get any new game because they spent a lot of time working on Pokemon Sun and Moon, which came out the year after. But that's the thing, is like, since Pokemon Sun and Moon came out in 2016, they have not taken any breaks in terms of any type of Pokemon release after that year, where we got Pokemon Sun and Moon in 2016, then in 2017 we got Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, then in 2018 we got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. In 2019, we got Pokemon Sword and Shield. In 2020, we got Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. And then in 2021, it got really crazy because we got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and then just a few months later in early 2022, we got Pokemon Legends Arceus, and then right after that, just a couple months after that, we got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the same year, and then last year we had Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Like, they've just been going insane with the Pokemon content year after year after year and not taking any breaks, so this makes me very happy that the Pokemon Company seemingly looks like they are actually listening and are going to be taking a break now in 2024, and that this also seems like it's going to be the fact that Pokemon Legends ZA might be the only Pokemon game that's going to be coming out next year in 2025, and that's really good too, because they're saying here that it's not going to be early 2025, which means they probably won't do what they did with Pokemon Legends Arceus, where that game came out in very early 2022 and then they immediately showed Gen 9 right after, as I feel like the bad timeline would definitely be if Pokemon Legends ZA comes out and then just a few months later we've got Generation 10 already with a brand new region and new starters and everything like that. Like, I don't want them to do what they did with Pokemon Legends Arceus and then just having Scarlet and Violet right after. So I think that this would be amazing if next year in 2025 the only thing that we have is Pokemon Legends ZA. That's going to be like their big main series game for next year, and then we don't have Generation 10 until holiday 2026, where it's going to be coming out for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, and that is going to be coming out on the next generation Nintendo system, because at that point we're going to be pretty much like 2 years into the Nintendo Switch 2's life, and at that point having a brand new generation of Pokemon taking advantage of the brand new Switch 2's capabilities and performance and all of that, that is really going to be the chance to kind of surprise everyone and show how good a Pokemon game can look like on next generation hardware. So this would honestly be the best timeline, and I'm really hoping that this turns out to be the case. Some of you might even remember that last year, there was an interview that came out with the Chief Operating Officer of the Pokemon Company, Takato Utsunomiya, where he was even talking about how the development strategies that they have for upcoming Pokemon projects might need to be slowed down as the developments are getting harder and harder now with new types of games. And I mean, a lot of people were speculating about if that meant that there was going to be more time that GameFreak and the Pokemon teams were going to be spending with their games. And a lot of people thought that it was just mostly PR talk and he wasn't actually going to really commit to it. But the fact that we're seeing this happen right now, where it seems like there really isn't going to be a new Pokemon game this year, and that Game Freak is taking more time to work on this type of stuff, it's making me very happy, and I really do think that we're going to see that difference when we actually get to see a Pokemon game next year come out and be a little bit more polished than if it came out like right away this year, and if they were spending just not that much time and really trying to get these games out as fast as possible. So it makes me very happy as a Pokemon fan, because at the end of the day, I don't have any problem waiting if it means I'm going to be getting a really fun Pokemon game, and I really just want what's best for the series. But yeah, there you go guys, that is pretty much all the information that we have right now about the potential of how these releases are going to go for upcoming Pokemon projects. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel, as well as I'm definitely going to have some more Pokemon videos, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about all of this. Are you guys excited now for the fact that Pokemon Legends ZA might be the only Pokemon project coming out next year, and the fact that Game Freak is taking more time now to work on these things, and Generation 10 potentially being in 2026 for the 30th anniversary of Pokemon? What do you think about everything? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. But if you don't have anything to say about this, just comment your favorite emoji down below for some engagement. I would really appreciate it. Go follow me on Twitter at @Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.